Yeah. You ever have those moments where you feel like you look like Fiona? Yeah, that's me. I feel like I'm getting ready to start my cycle, and it's giving very much we need to fix something about ourselves because I mean, look at my room. But no, I'm convinced that, right before you start your period, you really start feeling like almost otherworldly. I feel like I look in the mirror and I'm like, who are you? But neither here or there. I'm going to do my hair, and I'm actually going to talk about a little bit of what I've been having some thoughts on. But anyway, come give me a hug. Come here. Come here. Yeah. Right in there. Yeah. Yeah. I'm happy to see you. And I hope that you find my channel entertaining as I talk about the bit of revelation I had the other day. So come on with me. Come on. You know that saying, you should stop and smell the roses? I was the kind of person where I'm too busy. I don't have time to stop and smell the roses. I got places to be and people to see. But I didn't have nobody to see for real. Instead, I really needed to see myself. So generally, at one point in my life, I was really like moving around a lot. I was just busy a lot. I was consumed with everything, like if it was work or coming home cooking, trying to exercise. Whoa. Or I was just busy with, doing whatever, even if it was my own doing. So I remember at one point when I was working my last like serious job. Well, let me not say last serious job, but my last full-time job, I would be really like burnt out and wondering like, dang, like I feel like I can't catch a break and I'm unfulfilled and I feel like I can't get it together. So I had really been running myself dry and not allowing myself to live slower. And that was something I really craved at a certain point in time. But I didn't really realize it until later. I really made a big leap in quitting my job, my full-time job, and decided to go to school full-time at that. So it was like the craziest thing ever, but I didn't take the leap until I knew something was confirmed, and that very thing confirmed right on time. When I ultimately decided to quit the job, I was, like worried, like, oh my gosh, am I going to make the money? Am I going to be able to sustain myself while I'm going to school? Blase, blase. And when I tell you the first day I got enrolled in school and had my first day and everything, that was literally the lightest day ever. I feel like I made the perfect decision. And it was such a load off because going to school, particularly for art, it forced me to slow down because creating art is a slow process. Like it's not any kind of fast. I mean, you can create fast art, but if you're really, especially for me, like I was going for something more or doing more serious art, that stuff takes time. And it was odd for me because I was thinking, I need to move fast all the time. I need to be quick all the time. I need to make sure I get this, that, and the other done. But then when I went to school, I was like, take your time. Your best work is going to be when you take your time. You're going to really be able to be in the moment when you take your time. So to even further this notion, you have to be okay with taking your time. And by no means am I an expert at that or anything. Like I'm severely struggling with that now, just feeling like I need to post-graduation get my ish together and, just get it rolled and get it rocking. But there's a time and place for everything. And I think right now for me, it's been still slow. And I'm, in addition to seeing if I can help you to slow down and realize how important that is for your mental and for your spiritual to slow down, I'm doing this video to even help myself to remember it's okay. You have to give yourself permission to slow down, and you deserve that. I was talking to my husband and I was taking a walk outside, and he hears all my complaints about where I wish I could be and where I wish I was and what I want to be doing and blah, blah, blah. And nothing wrong with having aspirations. I think that for me, I obsess over it. So I was taking a walk in the apartment complex and I was on the phone with him. He was on the way to work and I was complaining about, financially not being where I want to be or not having the things that I really desire and all of that. But on the flip side, it kind of hit me that just being able to take a walk in the soft evening, it was like beautifully sunny outside, like dang near perfect weather. And I was able to just go take a walk and breathe. And it was hitting me that even that in and of itself is a blessing because some people aren't even able to do that or, are still kind of going through the rigmarole of life and not, have the time or feel like they don't have the time to do it. And I'm complaining about some, I'm trying to get this money. I'm trying to do what I need to do. I got places to be, people to see. But in reality, I am where I am with intention. I'm where I am on purpose. And there's beauty in where I'm at right now and being able to live a bit slower. I was walking and I realized that being able to enjoy the clouds moving and the wind blowing and the weather being really perfect. Thinking about that, I was wondering like, well, in the future, there may be a time where I crave this time back. So why don't I actually enjoy not having as much to do? Not to say that I don't do a lot, but just not as busy as I think I should be. Maybe I'm as busy as I need to be right now. Maybe I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be right now. I got off the phone and there's these swings that are in the front, kind of close to our administration building for the apartments. And I was just sitting there swinging and I was watching the clouds on the phone with my grandma. And the clouds moved like so slow. Like, I mean, not to say I've never like cloud watched before, but they moved really, really slow. And I was just watching them in amazement, looking at the colors, looking how slow they move, and just really taking it all in. Like being on the swing, I felt like I was in so much bliss. Watching the clouds move. Dang, talk money. I was watching the clouds move and realizing how slow they were, but I was on the phone with my grandma and I was talking to her, and every time that we would kind of get in a deeper conversation, clouds would like gallop on. And every time I looked up, they were like in a completely different spot. And obviously I know clouds are moving, but it felt like they moved so quickly without actually watching them. In essence, the longer I looked away from the clouds, and it didn't really feel like that long, the clouds just like passed by and the time just felt like it galloped on. So the correlation I'm trying to draw here is that the more we're distracted by day-to-day life, we do miss out on the simplicity of things or the beauty of things that if we, don't pay attention to, they really pass us by. And that being life itself. If we're not paying attention to things and being intentional with things, taking advantage of where we're at right now, it's gonna pass us by. So if you're in a slower season like me, and maybe it's just okay to sit in that. We always don't have to be super filled up, super booked, super busy all the time. Like there's a time and place for that, but rest is important. Instead of watching the or stopping to smell the roses, which is nothing wrong with that. Definitely do that. I'm gonna do that. But maybe look at the clouds. Stop and watch the clouds and realize that there is so much beauty in looking in the clouds and watching them move slowly, but still being so beautiful in its slowness. And whenever you start feeling overwhelmed and that you need to be doing this, that, and the other, you need to be busy and you need to be whatever. Just come back to this video and listen to me say it is perfectly okay to not be that busy all the time. It's okay to give yourself that permission to take it in, enjoy the small things, enjoy genuinely living, because these are moments we may not be able to get back. Like, tomorrow's not promised. So enjoy this time. And I'm speaking heavily to myself because I am quick to make this video and get back into being like, so what do I need to do next? No, that time is coming for you when it's time to be busy again, like, you know, to that capacity. And then maybe again, you're supposed to be where you're at for a while. Who knows? But take advantage of it and just soak it in and remember to watch the clouds. All right, I'm back. It's the next day though. I was so tired last night after sitting under the dryer. I had to do some packing and blah, blah, blah. But anyway, I just wanted to come back on here and say thank you if you've made it to this part of the video. I really, really appreciate you watching the video. And if you'd like to like the video, comment, or subscribe, I would really, really appreciate it. If you comment, I'm going to reply right back to you as soon as I see it. And like I said, I wanted to give you some love before you go. Give me a hug. All right. Yep. Okay. And I'll see you in the next video.